Hi, this is Working Live. In this video, we will talk about creating and scheduling meetings with your Working Live Zoom account. First, you'll want to log into Zoom or click My Account if you're already logged in. Then, schedule a meeting from the top right toolbar. You can create different meeting topics and add an optional description if you'd like. You can type in the date of the meeting or choose one from the calendar icon. Next, select the time the meeting will begin and how long you estimate the meeting to last. Don't worry if you go over your estimated time, that's okay. Zoom will not cut you off. If you like, you can make this a recurring meeting, like a sales meeting for instance. Note that recurring meetings cannot use your personal meeting ID or personal link. Creating a recurring meeting will generate a random number, but that same number will be used every time the meeting occurs. Here, you can also require registration of your meeting participants. One benefit of requiring registration is that you will get the name and email addresses of everyone attending your meeting, allowing you to follow up afterwards. This is especially good for large meetings. For a non-recurring meeting, you can select to use your personal meeting ID or have an automatically generated ID for this specific meeting. Whenever you choose to use your personal meeting ID, know that your personal link that features your name instead of a number will work as well. Here you can enable a few security features too, like a customized passcode or a waiting room. If a waiting room is enabled, guests will not automatically be admitted to the meeting as they join in. As the host, once you are ready to begin the meeting, you will need to let participants in. One benefit of using a waiting room is that it allows you to host back-to-back meetings without the risk of participants joining in for a new meeting interrupting a concluding meeting. Requiring authentication to join means that all the participants will have to have Zoom accounts. Remember, anyone with your personal meeting ID or link can join a meeting, whether they have a Zoom account or not. Requiring authentication means they must have a Zoom account as well to enter the meeting. Next, you can make changes to the video and audio meeting options. You can allow participants to join in with or without a camera, enable them to join by telephone, computer, or both, whether you'd like to mute them upon entry to the meeting, and giving them permission to join in late. Remember, if you have a waiting room enabled, latecomers will be admitted to the waiting room and you will need to manually move them into the meeting. As the host, Zoom will notify you of anyone entering the waiting room. If you have required meeting registration, you can pre-assign participants using their email addresses to breakout rooms if you plan to use them. Finally, you can choose if you would like to automatically record your meeting onto your computer or to the cloud. One great feature of Working Live is that you will receive an email after cloud recorded meetings conclude, giving you analytics about your participants and advice on the best way to follow up with them. You can also assign an alternative host, perhaps another Salesforce member that you're working with, as long as they are a Working Live member as well. Once you have decided on the settings for your meeting, click Save. Note that these will now be your default settings for instant meetings and all subsequent meetings you schedule, meaning once you've decided on your settings, you won't need to edit them each time. To find this meeting later, click on the Meetings tab from the left-hand side of your screen. From there, click the meeting to edit, delete, or start the meeting at the appropriate time.